Alright, so here we are for another one. I just left Le Havre for the All Mer Cup 2022. Second off the dock. Had a nice few days of rest after tough deliveries to get here, but we're out. Boat's been really well prepared by Guillaume. So big shout out to him, and also to Marcus for getting the trailer and everything here, so it was cool. It's the second event of 2022 in the solo Figaro series. There's 28 or 27 boats entered, and yeah, we're just heading out now. I've done my plombage, so my engine's secured, and we're cruising out to the race course. We see behind me there the rest of the fleet just queuing up for the plombage. So yeah, that's it. I have a long course ahead of us, 450 odd miles. We'll sail a lot more than that. That 450 miles cuts over the Cherbourg Peninsula, so we basically go from here. There's a few marks inshore, we go around, and then we're headed north over to the Fairway Buoy at the entrance to the Needles Channel over in the UK. Then we head west from there. It's going to be pretty windy, so tonight will be first, I think, 24 hours, 18 hours anyway, are going to be pretty frustrating. The wind's going to be, we've got a transition to get through, and I think the wind's going to be all over the place. The weather models are agreeing that it's going to be a little bit frustrating tonight, so I'll probably check in the depths of misery. And then across the Needles Fairway Buoy, then it's going to get pretty breezy upwind. It looks like 26, 27 knots upwind to heading towards Eddystone, the Eddystone Lighthouse. Then we round that, and from there it's basically downwind the whole way home, which is pretty awesome. So looks like it'll be a Genac across to Bloscon, which is a channel mark off Roscoff. And then from there it's going to be a downwind kite to around the Cherbourg Peninsula. Hopefully we'll get the tide through the Ras Blanchard over the top of the Cherbourg Peninsula and back to Le Havre. So looking forward to all of that. And yeah, that's it from me for the moment. And yeah, we'll check in as the race goes on, and hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully nothing breaks, hold all the sails together, and bring the boat back in and me in one piece. Alright, we're an hour and a half into the race, and yeah, an awesome good start, clear air, tack clear, went out to the right. I was looking sweet around the top mark. Going okay. Up now, we're pretty settled, the wind's filled in, we've got 13 knots, which is nice. And yeah, we're now heading to Eddystone, or it's not Eddystone, we're heading to the Solo. So did the reverse of this about 6 weeks ago on Darkwood. But yeah, all's settled now, so it's 11 a.m. take 2 Monday. Not a great night, if we're honest. Nope, not at all. Sleep probably got the better of us, to be honest. And initially we were going quite well. Caught up a lot after the bit of a disaster after the little windward lured from the start. Initially we were kind of up and down. We lost out a lot though, I think. Just sleep just got the better of us, which is a pity. Now we're just approaching the Needles Fairway Buoy, so you should see it. It's only 2 miles away. First couple of boats have just gone around. The fleet's pretty compact still, which is good. Which means our speed is okay, which is nice. Not doing so well here. Wind's gone left, and any boats to the left of us have gained a lot on us. But yeah, other than that, boat's in good shape. We had a little tear in the jib, which we fixed. We're a little bit worried about halyards, but we should be okay for the race. And yeah, that's about it. Good news, we're finally going downwind. After what was the longest beat in the world, we're going downwind. So it's around at Eddystone Lighthouse. Upwind yesterday was horrendous. Getting in out of the tide, no rest, impossible to sleep. A little bit of sleep last night, not much, but it was pretty horrendous. But we're around Eddystone Lighthouse, and we're heading. They've shortened the course to Jumondehu, and we're heading down. Tidied the boat up, tidied myself up a bit of a baby wipe shower, and gonna have some breakfast now, I think. And yeah, so kind up. We're not doing particularly well. It was horrendous with wind. I don't know what I was doing wrong. We just didn't have the speed. But we've got 13-14 knots. And yeah, so we're heading downwind, enjoying it. Speak to you soon. Here we are, last morning. It's Wednesday morning. We are screeching in here towards the finish. Right, just got 30 miles to go. I'm sitting about kind of 12-13 knots over the ground. It's nice. Got another maybe hour with the tide underneath us. We got a nice strong breeze, and we're powering in here, which is awesome. So yeah, hopefully in time for lunch. It's currently 10 to 8, and so it's trying to last. Yeah, the downwind was good. We ended up making 3 places on that downwind, which was nice. Yesterday held that across a bit of a, I don't know, tide. It's all a bit nuts coming up through Guernsey. Really totally sure where to place the boat or myself, but yeah, and then it's been awesome. We were punching tide through Guernsey, but what that's meant is we've had the tide with us now the whole way up around Cherbourg, up around the Cherbourg Peninsula, and yeah, so as I was saying there before I got rudely interrupted by that pot, that's in there. I had to dodge him. I had a little broach out. Anyway, we've had the tide up around Cherbourg, which has been awesome. We're still riding that tide now, so long may it last. Yeah, so hopefully in time for lunch, and yeah, that's it. All is great.